Now, in assessment, we have what we call the nature of assessment. And I am also pretty sure that all the students in assessment or EDUC 75, not only even under me, that you have encountered already the nature of assessment. And so far, we have three. The assessment for learning, assessment of learning, and assessment as learning. Huwag tayo mako-confuse dito, ha? Paliwanag nating mabuti. Assessment for. Ang emphasis ay nasa word na for. So, ang tandaan lang natin, for meaning the assessment is being done before. No? Before and during instruction. And we call that assessment as formative. Kasi pinoporma pa natin. Formative assessment being done during and before instruction. Sample of that, diagnostic. When we want to find out the strength and weakness of our student, magbibigay tayo ng pretest. Because we want to know the prior knowledge of our student and where do we start with our lesson. So, yan ay binibigay during or before and during. Another one is the aptitude test. If we want to know the knowledge and skill, yung student entry of knowledge and skills of an individual or a certain student. And then we have here also the placement. Ang placement naman, you just want to categorize or classify or group the student. Pag pumapasok kayo sa every university, even in our university, first year, meron tayong entrance examination for us to determine whether you will be accepted or not. So yung student entry behavior, we will be categorizing if you will be qualified in EDUC or you will be qualified in your chosen program. Okay? Now, what we are after here in giving the formative assessment is we can still remediate, we can still reteach, we can still improve the performance of student. Anong mga examples nito? Yung quiz, yung drills, yung mga exercises, yung mga recitation that we are using during or within the instruction. So, wag malilito po ha, yun ay formative assessment. That is one nature of assessment. Second one, we have the assessment of naman, no? Of, ang ating preposition dito. Of, ang tanda nyo, after. That means, after instruction, ang ginagawa ang assessment. At kapag after instruction, alam naman natin, sum. Pag nag-a-add tayo, sum sa dulo, no? Summative assessment. We have to get the final, giving it the final assessment after the instruction. At sa case natin, we have our preliminary exams. We have also our quarterly examinations. Meron din tayong midterm. Meron din tayong final. Sa mga high school naman, meron silang unit test, chapter test, achievement test that can certify their competence and then can even promote ranking. And this is where it will reveal now the level of their understanding. So, yun po yung binibigay at the end of instruction. Ulitin ko ha, yung mga major examination sa final, sa midterm, kasama po yan. Hindi na natin pwedeng baguhin ang grades dyan. Hindi na tayo pwedeng mag-remediate unless na lang removal exam na lang ang bibigay. Pero doon sa assessment 4, pwede pa tayo mag-remediate, mag-reteach, no? Pwede pang ma-improve ang performance ng bata. So that is now assessment for learning yon, pero at the end is assessment of learning, summative. And then the last one here, let's have the last one. Assessment as. As naman, ano? As learning. Assess the student's cognition in the mind. You try to reflect. We call this as a reflective assessment because you are making your own self-assessment, self-reflective. Like for example here, when you are about to write your own journal, your own reflection paper or reflective paper, sa mga pag gumagawa kayo ng portfolio, andun sa loob noon, yung in every activity, you have to write a reflection or a reflective paper. So part yon, whether you will know you are progressing or regressing. Ay, mataas na nakuha ko dito. Ay, mababa ako, kailangan ko mag-improve. So that is a part also of assessment. Now, both the teacher and the students are doing this because in the case of the students, they want to improve the learning process, no? And ang teacher naman, they want to improve their teaching strategies in order to help the student. So these are the three natures of assessment. We have the assessment for learning. Tandaan yung for formative assessment. Pwede pang mag-reteach, mag-recheck, at mag-improve. We have the assessment of learning. So after ito, that is summative assessment, yung mga major examination at the end. And we have the assessment as learning, ito yung reflective. There is a self-assessment or self-directed estudyante. So let us try to see if we can apply it. Let us try to complete the analogy. The analogy says, formative assessment is to assessment for learning, while summative assessment is blank. A, assessment as learning. B, assessment for learning. C, assessment of learning. And D, assessment for and as learning. So, you may answer it now. Okay, it is the assessment of learning. Sino kaya sa atin na nakakarami na ng check? Ano? Yan, nagpapalakpakan sila. Mga tama ang kanilang mga sagot. Very good. So, tatandaan ha, for formative, summative of learning. Next question, please. This is the next question. Please read, Miss Abby.
This refers to the use of assessment to identify the needs of learners in order to modify instruction or learning activities in the classroom. Same options, letter A, assessment as learning. B, assessment for learning. C, assessment of learning. Or D, assessment for and as learning.
Okay, go. Carlo Jean, you want to speak up?
Ma'am, letter B.
Letter D or letter B? B as in boy or D as in dog?
Boy po, assessment for learning.
Okay, bakit for learning ang sagot mo na?
Kasi po gusto niya po i-modify yung instruction inside the classroom po. So, nag-a-adjust po siya.
Okay, very good. Your keyword here is modify, no? When there is a modification, automatic it is within during the instruction. Let us see if your answer is correct.
Tama ba yun?
Tignan natin kung tama. Saan sasayaw si Miss Bell? Ayan. Dance muna tayo. So, the correct answer is letter B, assessment for learning. Tama, because you have to modify your instruction kasi within the instruction. Very good. So, let's proceed to the next question.
Emphasize on self-assessment. Teacher Alex applies this principle by blank. A, preparing his students for higher order thinking questions. B, requiring them scoring as projects. C, making her students check their own papers. D, motivating students to set their personal learning goals and track their progress.
Let us reveal now the answer here for Teacher Alex. What principle is being applied? The correct answer is letter D. Motivating her students to set their personal learning goals and tracks their progress. Bakit kaya yun? Kasi ano yung keyword natin? Self-assessment, no? Take note, self-assessment. So therefore, ando yung talitang personal learning goals, no? And tracks their progress. So in that manner, it is still about the assessment as learning. Next question, please.
Which test is used to determine admission or non-admission of the students to the program? Feeling ko madali ito. A, aptitude. B, achievement. C, diagnostic. Or letter D, placement.
Nabanggit ko rin yan kanina. Yes, Rico, what's the answer?
Si po pala, ma'am, si po.
Sure ka na? Are you sure? Is it letter Z? Take note ha. Determine the admission or non-admission of students. Okay, tingnan natin Rico ha. Ano natin, para maintindihan, medyo tayo nagkakaroon ng confusion sa aptitude, achievement, diagnostic, and placement. Okay. Reveal natin kung anong tamang sagot. Okay, the correct answer is placement. Okay lang po yan Rico. Please try. So let us see. Bakit kaya hindi A? When we talk about of aptitude kasi, we are after about the student entry it's the knowledge and skills ang tinitingnan natin, whether the students are capable or not in doing the skills or knowledge before the instruction or the activity. Unlike ng achievement, what they have performed, ano na-achieve na nila. Ang diagnostic naman is you have to know the strength and weakness. Parang pag nagpa-doktor tayo, ano bang sakit nito? Tingnan natin kung anong para malaman ko ang strength and weakness. Unlike with the placement, we have to categorize. We have to classify the students. Yun yung tinatawag natin, student entry behavior. Pagpasok niya, whether siya ba ay matatanggap sa course na ito o dun siya mapunta sa site or sa AB join. So, depende. That is classifying. So, that is placement. Ito po yung mga role, no? Isa sa mga role ng assessment. To diagnose, to find if they are applicable or not, or to categorize it, even as a part of formative or a summative assessment. So, tandaan lang, pag admission or non-admission of the students to the program, you are after with the classifying, grouping, or finding out the student entry behavior, siya po ay placement. Pag aptitude, yun po ay student entry about the capability or the ability of the students, yung knowledge and skills application. Okay? So, let's have the next one. Which test will determine your student entry? Ito na. Student entry, knowledge and skills. Okay? A, aptitude. B, achievement. C, diagnostic. D, placement. Naku, hindi na tayo magkakamali dito. So, ano na kaya ang tamang sagot? Yan, thumbs up na. Ano yung classification natin kanina?
Thumbs up ay letter A.
O, ang thumbs up daw ay letter A.
Heart ay C.
Ang heart ay B.
Clap ay C.
Ang clap ay C.
Smile ay D.
Ang smiley ay D. So, ano ang tamang sagot? Is it a clap or thumbs up? May nagpapalakpak eh. Meron may nagta-thumbs up. So, let us see and reveal the answer. Carlo, gusto mong sumagot? Second time around. Carlo, Mr. Lucero.
Letter A po.
Very good. Let us see nga kung talagang letter A kasi kanina pinag-uusapan natin to. Okay. It is aptitude. Nag-explain ako kanina. Oh, that's very good answer. Sana mag-retain sa atin yan, ha? Kapag student entry, knowledge and skills, aptitude. Pag student entry, behavior, classifying, ano yon, placement. So, may isa pang question. Meron pa rin na iwan on that part. Let us see. Okay? To identify learning needs and respond to such needs, the teacher should administer A, aptitude, B, achievement, C, diagnostic, D, placement. Mga clap-clap, palakpakan ang palakpakan. Okay, so let us see kung ano po ang correct answer natin. Let's reveal. Ayan, nagda-dancing na naman si Ma'am Bell in the letter C, which is diagnostic. So, hindi po siya aptitude kasi yung student entry ng behavior, or it is about the attitude and skills. Hindi din achievement, yung accomplishment ng bata sa dulo. Hindi din placement kasi categorizing or classifying and grouping. So, therefore, if you want to know the needs, you really need to diagnose the strength and weakness. Okay, so very good. The answer is diagnostic. Let's move to the next one. Is this another topic?